a treat for the people at home that gonna watch the re-upload.
Yeah, chat, you've just missed like the sauciest of sauce,
Yeah,
all because you have to experience it via re-upload. How
yeah.
does that feel
We might not
in your
be here
stomach?
next week. We might be completely cancelled of how spicy that was.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Double cancelled even. Who knows?
Dancelled.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
damn indeed.
Wait, this is public, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is not a gaming stream. That goes public immediately. Hello. Fake and late. I'm early, you loser.
Yeah.
Yes. James already with a super chat before we even started. It's Muphley's birthday. He said happy birthday to the long man. You should. It is his birthday. He might actually be asleep right now.
Yeah.
And for his birthday, he gets to do one of the streams he agreed to. Yay! So I think he's gonna be on Drinkers, and I guess he's gonna do some Gameroonies after that. So then you can go all there when his birthday is probably already over and say happy birthday, Muphley. Hello.
Aren't you so happy you get to talk about your favorite show?
She-Hulk? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite one to talk about. There's so much to talk about, especially in this one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I had to get drunk for this. It's totally not unrelated.
So this is why the long man favors Halloween. Wait, does Mola share the same birthday as me, October 6th? Apparently so. Happy birthday to you, Vistra. I actually don't know which one it's the right one, but it's VY. So happy birthday to you.
VY Gina?
Sure.
Yeah. Can't get a V without a Gina. That's the rules.
Metal. Ow, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should we get drunk for this recap? Maybe. I'm getting my trusty Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna do the thing. Oh yeah.
I got pre-plastered.
That was a strong one. Oh, I was looking forward to that Dr. Pepper. But I saved it for you, Chad, so you can hear the squish in the can. Oh god. Meme after you replenished your ciders.
I ate a tub of ice cream. Does that count?
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah. It's Haagen-Dazs Belgian chocolate. It was on special, and I wanted to eat it now.
Damn, I can't recall this one. Got a gallery opening to attend to today. Oh, together with She-Hulk?
Hopefully.
Oh, it's Metal's birthday again? Feels like the last one was just last week. Hey, thanks, man. Jesus.
What is the measurement on this? Like it's basically like as big as a thing of Ben and Jerry's. Does it have a measurement here? It probably does. I'm just too out of it to find the exact. Oh, it's 457 milliliters. God, that is exact. That is. They didn't bother to round this one. So I just had 157 milliliters of Haagen-Dazs Belgian chocolate ice cream after having 5 ciders.
Also, I think your voice is doing some weird tisms. There's like some canny stuff in the background. I don't know if you need to like replug or something, but there's something going on.
Is it like a fan?
I don't know. It just sounds like there's some reverb of some sort. I don't know. It's just like I can't even explain it. But it's not all the time.
Let me test something. I'm just going to very quickly test something to see what that is.
No, it sounds like it's actually
have I fixed
attached to your voice. Oh, okay. Just say something, I guess.
Have I fixed it? Is it gone?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that was probably just the air purifier because it had gone down to because I put it to max to compensate, because apparently when you drink alcohol it turns the air quality to shit.
Oh my.
So yeah.
It's the didgeridoo. Is it the didgeridoo in the background? I hope it isn't. Meme sounds sober, Sag. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. there was time between his and this stream.
Yes, time enough. And I got raped by a few androids, so that was something.
Yeah, you're having fun with the androids right now. Let me see.
Yeah, they were all named Joe. It was great.
Oh. Okay. How's the
Good
War of
old
the
Joe.
Emus going, meme?
Ongoing.
Oh. Well, someone's gonna win at some point, so go emus or something. No, wait, not me. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, they're like a protected species or something now. It makes it a bit complicated, but we'll keep on keeping on.
Fair enough. So, but are you just too good for drinks? What's the deal? It's in the middle of the week after work. Also, I don't want to drink right now because I'm on my diet, and when I drink, I tend to cheat more easily, which I don't want to do.
Like eating a tub of ice cream?
For example, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to be consistent with the dieting till pretty much Crimbus, and then probably
That's the time to pick out.
And then probably ruin a couple of kilos, and then I go to Muplis, ruin a couple another kilos, and then when I'm back, I have to start dieting again and get rid of those kilos or something. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan.
Whatever works for you.
But no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been good. I've been playing a lot of spooky games here. If you've been following on here, I've been streaming Silent Hill 1 all the way through already, and already deep into Silent Hill 2, which I've been enjoying greatly. It's fun stuff. It kind of turned a little bit into a Mauler style playthrough of a survival game, where I just refuse to use my ammo, and I'm absolutely loaded on ammunition, but I still just keep beating them with sticks. So I have a lot of ammo right now, which makes the first boss I encountered was pretty easy because I had all the shotgun shells left over and just were like dead.
You died.
Yeah. Studies show people gain the most weight between November and January. You know what? That makes a lot of sense.
I've also heard that the most breakups happen in December because of like the stress of the holidays. So that's usually where like the relationship tensions start to fray. And then the most fucking happens in January when people start calming down.
Yeah. Wait, you're not coming over for Thanksgiving? Kind of messed up canceling plans like that. Yeah, I mean, it's life, isn't it?
Do they have Thanksgiving where you live?
No.
Yeah, neither here.
I want to have a big old Thanksgiving dinner one day, though, because that shit looks fucking awesome. That looks like food I would greatly enjoy.
Yeah, I'd want to like track down like all the YouTube cooking tutorials on how to do the very best version of everything, and then just like, well, I want to share that around because I would feel a bit embarrassed if I ate an entire Thanksgiving dinner designed for multiple people myself. But I would like to do it at some point.
Wangsgiving, nice. That's every day for me.
Oh man, I like how you're like blazing through your horror games while I'm just like cowering in the main menu for 10 minutes straight, then playing like 3 minutes, and then cowering more, and then I get drunk, and then I start not being able to do things properly.
Well, mine are really short too. Hours. Silent Hill 1 is like 8 hours long, so I took 9.5 because I was streaming it. Distracted, also bad at video games. So,
well, I'm 8 hours into mine, and I think I'm about maybe an hour into what most people's playthrough would be.
Okay. so you're covered with the one game for this Spooktober.
Yeah, I have no other games planned because I knew that this was going to be a personal journey of overcoming my fear of horror games.
And I see.
This is part of it.
I see. I'll baste your turkey.
God. Oh my. Oh God, you're gonna make me nice and moist.
Oh, I'm gonna make you into a turducken if you don't stop.
Oh, is that a threat or a promise?
Yes.
Hmm. I interpret that as good.
Thankfully, that I don't force myself to watch the masterpiece that is She-Hulk. I know, right? I formally invite both of you
Yep.
to my family Thanksgiving. You have to show up mandatory now. Oh man, it's gonna be so expensive.
Fuck. Do you know where I live? I live on like the garbage continent. I mean, what? I thought you don't drink me. No, 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 no. I said I only drink. I have rules about drinking. I
Mm.
don't drink alone, and I don't drink um more than 2 days. I don't drink 2 days in a row.
Oh,
So
okay.
so that stops me from falling into alcoholism. So because I knew I was doing a stream today with good old Moodle here, I knew that I could count any drinks in the before stream as pre-drinks for a social event, therefore not breaking my rules.
Oh. I mean, that's a bunch of horse shit, but sure, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, man.
uh, rules for drinking? What? Does multiple personalities count as one? Sure. Do we have to
Yeah,
review this
sure.
desecration? I fucking watched it. You're gonna struggle through this now. This
I
episode
get to
is the
hear it.
shits.
Speaking of fucking,
No. I was thinking, what else is happening? Yeah, I've been playing Silent Hill. That's fun. We've been preparing next year's spooky month, but I'm not gonna tell anyone what it is. It's gonna be a surprise like this year. Um, when is the next spooky movies coming out? That should be probably tomorrow or something, right? I want to see that. Spoil it, Mootle. I will not. I will not spoil it.
yeah.
It is Friday. Nice. That's Poggy. That's Poggenheim. Fringy's gonna die this episode. Yeah, Mupsley actually didn't watch this episode yet. And he was like, no, I need to sleep, then this and this and this. And I was like, did you see my tweet though? And then he saw the tweet and he was like, oh no. By the way, that's the first time that ever happened. Normally he always knows it already because his time zone is normally kind of aligned to mine. But, when he's going strong, it's like, oh yeah, I'm like on American time zone or whatever. I was like, okay. So I catch him like in the morning when I work, and it's like, hey, what's up? It's like, I was like, you see this? Like, yeah, I watched it like 7 hours ago. It's like, oh, great, I was asleep. So this time he didn't see it, and yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Got a good shock.
So yeah.
Meme, you need a spooky profile picture. No, well, yes, but if someone needs to draw me one first. I'm too lazy to make one myself.
Mortal is on an Aryan time. Sure. There's TwitchCon, but where's Metalcon? Where we can meet and greet metal and call them names. I would go to a Metalcon. Oh, God. But yeah, only this and next week. Then the sludge train is a bit over. There's only Andor remaining. I will continue to cover that, of course, which you will get a coverage for this week by me. Either live on Saturday in the afternoon or something, or I'll record it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it is. But you get something on Saturday, either live or recorded. So that's that. Also tomorrow, Rings of Power, as always. Man, that's gonna be a weird episode to watch because they should all be dead. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Wow, me mask with free art, paying with exposure. Just make AI art or something. I don't know.
I was experimenting with that the other day. Some of it was really good, and then some of it I'm still in therapy for. But it's going somewhere.
There's something going around Twitter. Apparently, some booby artist that normally draws like by themselves made an AI one and put it behind a paywall, and people caught on to that, and now everyone is mad, obviously.
Yeah, that is understandable.
Because it wasn't disclosed to anything. There wasn't AI art. It was just made apparently, and then put there. Just little retouches here, so it's not super obvious, but apparently it's very obvious. So yeah, interesting times. Interesting times. What the thingies are with the AI stuff.
Yeah, I'll be talking about that next week on the Stream Repository, on the Meme Repository channel, which will then be re-uploaded onto the Stream Repository channel. Hint,
Oh my
hint,
God.
haha.
There's a lot of repositories.
Yeah, it's a bit of a well.
Some artist who traces other people's work got caught. Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, here's one of the flumpier ones that came out of my experimenting.
Okay, wait, hang on. Open linkage.
They're maybe not as flumpy as these ones.
Okay, that's oh god. Oh my. Hang on. Open link. So, I'll start with the first one. Okay, let's have a look. See. Oh wait, no. Click. Not the Discord. There we go. Oh, that's still in the way. So we got this bad boy right here. That's some nice candle design. I like the fireplace next to the fireplace. That's pretty cool. That's I like that.
Yeah, that's up there.
Double the warmth. That's pretty nice. I don't know, is it a pointy nose or is it the nose with a big zit on it? I cannot tell, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, if you squint, it's not that bad.
Just when you look at any distance other than squint.
Then we got this one. That one is just cursed. Those eyes are looking straight to your soul. Also, there's some plague
one of them
on the upper lip there. That's not nice.
No, that's yeah.
Also looks like she has an anvil in her living room. I don't know what that's all about. Just join what I'm looking at. Memes, AI, art creations, adventures.
Yeah, I got some much better ones once I learned how key phrases work, but these were like my early attempts. These are like the Frankenstein monsters, the first tries.
And then we got this one, which is just, I don't even know where to start with this one. So the chimney is also a wall for the fireplace. So that's efficient, if you will. There's wood here. I don't know. I think those are hands. Maybe it's just a mass in the middle. I don't know. This one is something else. This is a special one. You could put this in Silent Hill, actually. That would fit right in with a monster. It's a nice hat, though. At least I think it's a hat. Could also be a bowl. I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something. What I was doing is I was trying to, because I have a character in my in a screenplay I wrote that I don't have any visuals for, and I was thinking, I could just come up with some templates for like a proper concept artist to go through, and eventually I got some good options, but I had to start in the flump.
In the flump,
yeah. Actually, there was one better one but this one's a lot better than the other ones, but for some reason they decided to generate her looking like she's about to sneeze.
All right. AI art. What a crazy world we live in. What a crazy
Oh
world.
yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna shill it one more time. Memberships are activated now on my channel, so if you'd like to become one, go check it out. Click that join button, and you can find all kinds of tiers. If you'd like one, go click it and give me your money because I like money. So also only one member away for some additional emoji slots. So
Quickly, everyone spam the join button now.
do it now.
No.
But what if I don't have money? Well, then you don't need to click the button.
Yeah. So I will be like 2 seconds. I just gotta do some swaps.
No problemo. No problemo. Yeah. Also, archive channel and everything is also down below. If you didn't catch those streams live, they're being re-uploaded over on my archive stream where my Twitch streams went before this. But now my YouTube streams go there. So, there you go. Well, there you go. Kevin Moore is becoming a flim-flam. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So now I can put in more emoji slots. So for the next stream, I should hopefully have more emojis in there. Have to siphon them from my Twitch or something.
Engages.
Yeah. Oh, another flim-flam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you don't have money, then you can go anywhere you want, but you can't stay here. All right. Very cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want emojis, but I don't want to support metal. What do? I mean, Better Twitch TV is activated on the YouTube, so you can use those if you want. That should work. I mean, you have probably to install the BTTV thingy. I don't know. Fine, I'll leave and take my fan art with me. No.
I'll generate more art then.
I'll just make my own one with AIs and hookers. AI hookers?
Yeah. All of them.
Oh, all right. I think we just have to do it now. I'm sorry. We gotta do it. Chat, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
We have to do it. I know we like to have fun here, but fun is over. It's over with fun. It's time for She-Hulk.
Can't we AI generate a better show?
Probably can. Probably can. I'm being completely honest.
I mean, an AI just came out that like does video now. You can type
fuck.
in something and it makes a video. So maybe we're not too far off.
I'm scared now. Oh boy. Anyway, She-Hulk episode 8. This is probably my least favorite episode of them all. I fucking hate this episode. It's so bad.
Let's do it.
So we get some robbers stealing a TV. They're like, oh, is this OLED or QLED? And it's like funny dialogue, ha ha ha. But they get stopped by Leapfrog, but he calls himself Guardfrog in this instance for some reason. I don't really get it why. Maybe because he's guarding the store or something. But yeah, he's clearly shit at this whole superhero thing, keeps falling over and shit, and is bad at it. But we see that we're currently watching a flashback, or the retelling of what has happened to him while he's sitting in She-Hulk's office. So yeah, he's being pushed and kicked like twice, and then he says, I'm going to de-escalate the situation because I'm the hero by using his built-in jetpack boots, which fly up and then start setting fire onto his alleged fireproof boots.
He's the Rocketeer.
Well, they malfunction, and then he falls down. He suffered third-degree burns, and now wants compensation, which She-Hulk says seems to be obviously an easy-to-win case. So, we already got problems. Then. Maybe not by this retelling I just did. Seems pretty straightforward. But...
devil's in the details.
Yeah, so we go back already. We packed today. So, 132. So we see him land on the top of a car. Which is interesting, because he comes running in. Oh, fuck. Why is there no frame back button? It's so annoying. So we see him coming running in. So I'll show you, chat. He comes running in. He goes like, fucks up VLC and everything. And then we see him, do you see that? He jumped from up, down onto the car. So he ran straight for the guys, tackled them, and then you don't hear anything else, and he just lands on the car like superhero landing style, like he jumped on it from a ceiling. So if
I'm just too distracted by that guy's VLC face.
Sorry.
as I have put in the chat.
So, as you can see here, this door is pretty far away still from him. He also came running from, I guess, all the way over here. All the way over here. In like a couple of seconds. Which, he's a superhero. Maybe he can do that. I don't know. He tackles this guy. And then what I assume happens is he goes around real quickly, steps on this fucking front hood, and then jumps onto the thing so we get the shot we actually see. And no, he's not a speedster, by the way. Actually, as far as we know, he doesn't have superpowers. He just has a special suit, apparently. He just wants to be a superhero. Because they never tell us anything about his superpowers or anything.
Good job, She-Hulk. Good job. Good job.
Did they play the Batwoman action music for the scene? I fucking wish they did. He tackles, jumps over, and rotates mid-air to land and face them. Oh, it's an anime jump. See, you could have just said that. So yeah, they just go like, blah, blah. He's like on the floor, does some weird, like, spinny stuff. I don't know, steps on their toes.
This episode really likes yellow, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, and then the robber's like, this guy is fucking bullshit. And the robber punches him in the face. Or, actually, he punches him in his protective mask.
Or from the looks of it, the space just in front of his mask.
I mean, I didn't even see that, but probably, yeah. So this is like one of these things that shows just do, where people punch people in their masks, and they don't even react to it. Like, you have this mask for a reason, like for protection. So when you get punched, you have to go like, that sucks. I don't know why I did that. I must be really stupid for punching that mask, or helmet rather. But the guy just doesn't react. He just punches him in the thing. He just gets like a little whiplashed back, like he doesn't have anything on. And obviously those robbers are just normal people. So, yeah. Another tiny thing, a small thing that's like, why? It's stupid.
Yeah, because, you got to think about how this affects, like, future stakes as well. Like, obviously, I don't expect this guy to come back, but just in general, this trope. You want your mask, especially if it's a fully covering mask like that. You want that to be able to tank regular punches, so that when like a super gauntlet comes along that can actually punch it hard and do damage comes along, that means it's a holy shit moment. But instead, the scaling is, regular punches still hurt. Why not? So it's just like, what about super punches? Well, I guess they'll hurt as well. Sure, why not?
The mask is solely to make him look like a frog. It actually increases the damage he takes from punches. His head would still snap back by getting it anyway. Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with the head like snapping back. Just the random robber person just punches him like he punches him normally in the face. And to be fair, if you hit someone in the face properly, like it hurts your fists too. Now put a helmet in front of it, and then it's double ouch.
Yeah. Like, just for context, chat. Like, I was once on a failed project, unfortunately, where I was playing like a superhero-ish character, and I had like a full helmet on, and while we were doing the choreography, we were looping it for like 2 hours straight. So eventually, I forgot to duck I didn't duck soon enough, and I actually got punched right in the face, and I got no damage to my face outside of a sore nose because this helmet, which wasn't even designed to protect me, mind you, this was just a prop, It
Yeah.
managed to absorb the impact, and I was basically fine.
Nice.
In fact, the guy's fist was more damaged, but he didn't get to complain because he had just punched me in the face. So, yeah. So even like a really shitty helmet is going to protect you. So something that is explicitly meant to be there for protection should protect you even more.
Wait, so helmets actually do something for true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we then had to ride around that in the second round of shooting, where because the helmet had been fractured from that, but it does do something. It does.
It does. It does. So yeah. And while he is telling the She-Hulks like, because I'm superhero man, I'm gonna de-escalate. So I'm starting my jetpack boots and fly away to de-escalate. Obviously, he's just being a jackass, and he's just a little pussy. So he flies all the way up here. I think this is the highest point. Yeah, this is where he falls down. So you see how high up that is?
That's pretty high.
He falls all the way down and crashes onto the fucking...
Well, I'm going to assume that they show that he has I don't know, like fucking absorbent pads or something to break his fall, something to explain how a human being would not be crippled by such a fall, if not dead even.
Yeah, so that's pretty high.
Inertial dampeners.
It's like a nice arc. It's actually nice, so you can see it real nice how high this actually is. Like, look at this. That's pretty high. So reason being, he starts flying up, but his jetpack boots start failing, and then he falls all the way down. Look at this. Oh my god, this is pretty... Those are frame by frame. That's pretty crazy impact. And then we go like, ugh.
Oh, physics. Where did you go?
Yeah. So...
You're not wearing Iron Man things.
Yeah. As I said, this guy does a super suit, and that's it. So he's gonna have, I don't know, a concussion, broken bones. He's fucked up for sure.
That would have added to the lawsuit even. That would have been great for the episode.
I mean, yeah, in theory. But, this is She-Hulk, so, I mean, they do add the whole thing that they want to do, that he wants compensation for all the stuff that happens. And yeah, then his boots that are allegedly fireproof start setting on fire, and he has 3rd-degree burns, but he has not a single broken bone. He is otherwise completely fine.
She-Hulk. If this guy showed up in a full body cast, you would have this would actually help you. This would really help you here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So here's a funny thing. I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the episode now to make a point. At the end of the episode, he runs away from She-Hulk, jumps out of the window, which I need to look at later on. But it's a little less high than this, or just half the height or something. It's definitely not higher than he was just now. Pretty sure. And they make the joke that he cannot activate his jetpack boots, falls down, and then he hurts himself and has to get taken away by ER. So they fucked this beginning scene with the end scene because he actually got hurt, because gravity exists in that last scene. So yeah, good job. We're 1 minute into the episode, by the way.
Great. We haven't even seen Daredevil, Dinkleberry.
Does the show even realize how bad 3rd-degree burns can be? Oh yeah, I think that's worth pointing out. 3rd-degree burns are fucking hurty-burty.
Yep.
And don't ask how I came up with hurty-burty just now. It's just, bam, popped in my mind.
Potent, you didn't even realize it.
But yeah, he's fine. He just runs around. He's just fucking around the whole episode, by the way. He's just being a dumbass. But yeah, he's out with the 3rd-degree burns. Now he wants compensation. As I said, Chiago's like, that's easy peasy. Also, by the way, the whole thing that's gonna be is oh, I want compensation for like my mental state and all that stuff. Uh, and she says, yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be easy. Who's the manufacturer? And we learn it's Luke Jacobson, the guy
Hmm.
who made She-Hulk's suits.
Oh my goodness.
Another coincidence that affects her. How fucking stupid and lame.
Oh, very fucking stupid and lame.
So, it's probably worth pointing out right now. This is again just a case that any normal fucking law firm could take. Like, it's been 8 episodes, and every court case we had, or every case we did do for a couple of minutes per episode, they either didn't explore the interesting parts of the cases that could include superhero stuff or superhuman stuff, like the shapeshifter. That could have been a really interesting one. Is the one I'm thinking of immediately. Mm-hmm. Or it was just a normal fucking case that just happens to have a superhuman involved in it. So, the fuck is the point? Why even use this premise? Everything we did could have been done by any stupid ass lawyer out there. So what a fucking waste of this premise. Go ahead.
Yeah, because this is the thing, right? It's they don't seem to understand, because you would think, because I think they're going off the logic of like, oh well, you know, we have to start with smaller cases and then work our way up. When really, the uniqueness of this premise means that smaller cases would actually come later on when Jen is more established and superpowered people want to go to her for more mundane things after she's done the really big stuff, because she knows how to work the superpowers and all of that stuff. But instead, we're just getting all of this mamby-pamby shit instead of like the stuff that would give her a name in the law business. And it just doesn't. It's a very big disappointment. A very big disappointment as far as premise is concerned.
So yeah, and she's like, "Oh man, that's annoying." I think it's like a fourth wall break, if I remember correctly. She's like, "Oh damn, that's the guy who makes my suits. That's annoying." So she goes to Holloway, you know, the boss of the law firm, and tells him, "Oh, he's the only tailor I can go to because of my stature." Okay, stop.
No,
you're lying. No. Maybe the only tailor can make you like a big ass stretchy suit that does like magic bullshit to expand with your super stretchy wool or whatever the fuck he called it. You just have a bigger body than the other human. You're larger, but you have normal human proportions. A normal tailor can make you a suit. It's just gonna be bigger and more expensive.
Want to know something that's especially funny? They actually have a stand-in for Jennifer Walters on set, like a full-sized woman that is just as tall as she is in the show. Apparently for lighting reference, which what have you done, Marvel, that you have a lighting reference on fucking set and this is still the result? What have you done?
Yeah.
But the point is, there are women as tall as She-Hulk in the real world. They get fucking clothes made for them.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You have a normal body, but it's bigger and green, but the color doesn't matter for the tailor. It's like just get 2 suits instead of 1. It's not the end of the world. Be a little bit more flexible. Hey, remember when Hulk did the quote-unquote joke, said spandex is your best friend? It's actually gonna be really useful for you. It's like
a little bit.
It was made like a joke. It was like, who's your best friend? But yeah, that's gonna go. It's gonna go a long way for your transformation stuff, because you can wear your big ass suit when you're at work as She-Hulk, and then you can put some spandex below it that goes back down with you, and then you can change. Like, just be a bit more flexible. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I'm actually going to go a step further and say that as far as just the size is concerned, I don't even think theoretically there wouldn't really be much of a limit as far as how big and tall or wide you can make the clothes. Because really, all you're doing is you just get the measurements,
Yeah,
and then you get a bunch of fabric and sew it into that. It would just be more work to do that.
exactly.
But still, there wouldn't really be an upper limit because it's not like you have to do it vertically or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's fucking bullshit. But yeah, he basically, then Holloway basically says, well, you've been in a situation before, so you should be fine. They're signing this waiver bullshit again, like with Blonsky. I say, yeah, I'm aware, but I don't want to be in a position again. And Holloway says, well, go get an agreement with Jacobson then, because he basically tells her to fuck off and deal with it. There's better things to do.
Nice.
It's pretty much just like, yeah, but he's like a pretty big client and you need to do your job, so fuck off. And she's like, oh man, it's annoying. Oh yeah, we also learned that Jacobson or Luke makes her a dress for the gala where she's nominated for Best Female Lawyer. Remember that?
How patronizing and also inaccurate.
Yeah. This is where I wrote she's gonna win it, isn't she? And she does. So there you go.
Hooray!
Yeah. So dumb. They keep telling us how amazing she is and doesn't make for a very charming character. It's just fucking lame. Look,
Yep.
you're nominated for things. Well, but then again, at the end, there's multiple people who get an award while she gets one. So that was a weird scene. We're gonna get there when we get there, but I was confused. So yeah, he goes to Jacobson. It's like, hey, I got some unpleasant business, I'm afraid. I come here from a client who seems to be affected by a malfunctioning suit that he purchased off of you. But don't worry, there hasn't been a case filed yet. We can probably come to an agreement outside of court. It's gonna be chill. But this Luke guy is so far up his own ass that he doesn't even consider looking at the suit that he made, or the damage that has been done, or the situation that has occurred. Anything. He just says, "I never made a defective suit in my life." And I was like, okay, that's always the first time you fuck.
Yep.
Just have a fucking look. What does it hurt?
Yeah.
Like maybe someone
And,
is
like-
copying you, or it has been tampered with. But he just rather goes goblin mode and says like, well, yeah, no worries. He goes goblin mode. Then she says, well, yeah, no worries. I know you make good stuff. I know it firsthand. I got your stuff here, right? I'm a customer of yours. But he's so offended that she talks that he talks to the dress he made her, or started making for her. And I was, oh, what are you saying? Like putting his ear on the dress. Jennifer will never get another suit from Luke Jacobson again. And he rips it apart. And She-Hulk is always like, what the fuck? I prepared for that. Screw you. I will see you in court. So this is how we get to the court scene in this. This is what we fucking do to get to this court scene.
Oh, okay. Okay, show. Okay. Fuck you. Okay.
And I want you to remember this thing where I said it's like, hey, maybe you should have just had a look at it and check if it has been tampered with or something. Because it turns out the fucking frog guy is a fucking idiot. Which also makes Jennifer gonna be another idiot in her court case, because she's gonna lose it because she's shit at her job. So.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it.
So they go to court. Like they're in court here, trying to make a case for themselves. And this is where I thought, hang on a minute. I thought he was like the super special secret underground tailor man, where you need like a connection and need to go through the stupid boba shop, like front store, and you need to go through the backside and whatnot. But now he's in court, and the legal system knows about him. Like, they made this whole other episode where they got She-Hulk to meet up with him. Like,
Okay.
he even says he makes weaponized stuff and all kinds of things. Like, he must be screwed, right? I mean, we have pretty solid implication that he probably uses military-grade weapons in his stuff, and I don't think he's allowed to do that. But obviously, this is not going to be addressed in any way, but I don't. What?
Can I go back to being killed by aliens?
No, you stay.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh,
It's
God.
just a fucking. No, he's just sitting here. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Like it's a normal company.
Still can't get over the fact that he didn't even think to look if the suit was the genuine article or like that. That is like something you would want to know if you are that successful.
Yeah.
You would want to know if something had gone wrong. You would be the first person who would want to go, okay, what the fuck has happened here? This is affecting my bottom. This is going to affect my bottom line potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, like, no, I'm perfect. Fuck you, get out.
So yeah, that's already dumb as shit. So yeah, he's just chilling here, and then they're just like, "Are you gonna represent yourself, Mr. Jacobson?" He's like, "No, I'm not an idiot." And finally, Matthew Murdoch arrives. He's here.
Whoa, please. Oh, you're gonna be raped. Sorry.
And he's here to represent the douche canoe Luke. So, and then he comes in. It's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm late. I couldn't find a parking spot." And just like, huh? I was like, it was a joke. Yeah, I don't know. He said that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have like a short 4-fall break where She-Hulk looks in the camera and says, "Who's this asshole?" I was like, okay, I guess you don't know about him. But I think he just, in his story, he does like this. I mean, he says it here. Does like, what's it called? Pro bono work. So he does like mostly small stuff. So he's probably not very well known overall. I don't know. I haven't seen the Daredevil show, but that's what I got from what they told us in this episode at least.
Okay. Oh yeah. So pro bono. That's like basically volunteer work as far as
It means free. Oh, okay. Yeah, I checked. It's like public service stuff or whatever, something along those lines, I think.
Yeah, from what I gathered from Better Call Saul, which is of course the equivalent of a law degree, like some lawyers, as well as doing like really expensive, high profile cases, they'll also do like pro bono work because it's like a more fulfilling use of their high qualifications to give people a chance who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford expensive lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing.
We're getting close. We're getting close to the one sentence. Okay, hang on.
Oh no. Fuck.
It's actually gonna be very soon. So, then he instantly gets onto his place and says, "Well, I demand to drop the part of the case where my client needs to drop manufacturing all of his products as it's not relevant to the case." Then She-Hulk says, "There's a chance that there are more faulty suits out there or in production." Murdoch tells the judge that his client's track record is spotless. She says that, well, then he probably has nothing to hide, and we should ask his clients, because ask his clients and see if that's true. Murdoch goes on to say that that's a gross invasion of privacy on a pretty shaky what if. And she says that there's no inherent right to privacy when employing Mr. Jacobson tailoring services. Then, Murdoch goes on to Murdoch goes on and counters that we are not only talking about the product here, but making suits exclusively for superheroes, which necessitates anonymity. Shit, now fuck my head.
Nanu.
Anonymity. Anonymity. Yeah, it's weird. It's necessary to be anonymous. And he then says, "May I remind you that the Sakovia Accords have been repealed."
I'm out. I'm gone. Okay, bye-bye.
I'm gonna say that one again. May I remind you that the Sakovia Accords have been repealed.
Fuck! What have you done?
So yeah, I'm gonna add the subtitles back on. Maybe it's should be somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Perfect. There it is. So, if you follow my Twitter, you saw me tweeting that already because I was very confused and a bit angry. That is all we get, by the way, for this. So I know we were kind of joking around when we were watching all the other things that came out, where they probably don't exist anymore right now because no one gives a shit. None of the writers gives a shit about the Sakovia Accords anyway. Where we almost went to say is always have to assume that this is the case, but we never really got any real confirmation of that as far as I know. Actually, we didn't because I found a couple of new articles from today where people was like, we finally know what happened. I was like, okay. That raises a lot of questions. Fuck off, you stupid little fly. You don't have the answers to my questions. So
get him a chopstick.
Like, how did they get repealed? Why? When? Like, do these people understand what this means?
Nothing means anything unless you believe.
Like, this is an accord that was signed and approved by 117 nations that has been repealed. And so, I did a little look-see-poopsie. And see, okay, when were the Accords last mentioned? And apparently the last mention of it was during WandaVision. When Jimmy Woo, who was, I think, part of SWORD, says that when they get a hold of Vision's corpse, he says that's in direct violation of Section 36B of the Sakovia Accords. And then apparently in 2024, this is all in-universe time, obviously, the Sakovia Accords were displayed in the newly updated Captain America exhibit in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. I don't even know what that means, if that was just a thing that happened somewhere randomly in a show.
Might have been Falcon Winter Soldier.
Might have been, yeah. And then the next thing is the thing I just told you. And this is just a real quick Google search where I checked, and this is checked on the Marvel Cinematic Universe wiki, which I'm surprised. They seem to be pretty quick with this thing because that's from today and there's already the thingy. So, if we're being very generous here, they repealed that thing in 2 years. So I'm not even going into the whole thematic if that's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. The thing is, this is a huge fucking deal for the whole planet. Like, this is a thing that, as I said, signed by 117 nations worldwide. Countries, sorry. And maybe just a reminder what it does. Like the quote from Thaddeus Ross. Thaddeus? You know what I mean. Ross. The Sakovia Accords, approved by 117 countries, it states that the Avengers shall no longer be a private organization. Instead, they'll operate under the supervision of a United Nations panel, only when and if that panel deems it necessary. And then we get like other things that is also regulates the activities of enhanced individuals, which includes members of the government agencies such as SHIELD or private organizations such as the Avengers. So, I tweeted this out. A lot of people, a bunch of people said it's like, oh, but that's like a good thing because they it is you can infer that they might have reconsidered after the snap, apparently. And that might be true. We don't know. But this is like the whole point of these Accords. This is the whole point why Civil War happened. The movie Civil War, where the Avengers split, fought against each other because they couldn't get on the same boat what would be the right thing to do. And I find it really hard to believe that all 117 nations all of a sudden went like, yeah, we're gonna probably get rid of that. And this is all after Endgame, so the people are all back now. And all the shows want us to believe, or a lot of the shows want us to believe, there's like an influx of superhumans going on. So I don't even know.
Needed more than ever.
They probably need it more than ever. I mean, we're at a point where we have law firms specifically for superhumans. How effective that law firm is and how sensical it's beside the point now. Doesn't matter for this argument, but and self-help groups for superhuman people. And then you get rid of the Sakovia Accords.
You would think additional regulations would be starting to come into effect. Like we're starting to approach like the Marvel Comics version of Civil War, where it was like the Superhuman Registration Act sort of thing, where there's just that many fucking flying around. But no, they're actually becoming less regulated over time.
Yeah.
Remember when Wanda mind raped a town? Let's get rid of the Accords after that, sure.
But yeah, there's someone answering on those tweets. There were like 3 movies dedicated to saying why the Accords were wrong. Oh, which one were those? I don't even know which ones are referred to. I don't know. If one...
Like the point is, this is a huge point of world building, and
exactly.
In a shared universe, world building is pretty fucking important. You need to have a whole story around this. You can't just have a line saying, "Oh yeah, they're gone now, bye bye." And it's just like, okay, what the fuck is the point of doing the shared storytelling? What's the point of doing any world building if you're just going to throw it away in a completely separate property?
Yeah. I don't think any of them address why the Accords are bad. Well, they're not addressed at all, except in WandaVision. No one else talks about them. And just like the ripples that, like the political side of things that happen because of that. Again, 170 countries. That is a majority of the world, if I'm not mistaken.
Little piece by piece.
So, I mean, I can maybe understand why people say, oh, at least they finally got rid of them because nobody cared anyway. But then we're back to the promise, like, yeah, but you should have, because they were there, they existed in your show. And funny enough, in the same episode, She-Hulk fucking thrashes a parking lot.
Oh yeah, I got thoughts on that one. From the clip I saw, but maybe there's even more to that one. I'm curious and excited.
Because I don't even necessarily have a problem that they get rid of them, but I want them to explore this. This is a huge fucking deal.
No exploration.
This is a huge. And then they put it in their little semi-law show. That's the fucking shits. I mean, man.
And they get Matt Murdock to deliver the news, which is like a cherry on top.
Like, it's madness. It's absolute insanity. I can't believe it.
It's madness?
Yeah.
It's madness.
So yeah, it's man. I think Fringy hasn't seen this yet. He's gonna flip a switch or something.
Oh my god, he's gonna die. I'm sorry, Fringy. We'll be at your funeral.
So yeah, they just yeeted that out of the window in a single line in this piece of shit of a show. It's unbelievable. It's like one of the most important things that could happen on Earth. Like, this is like world stretching, and it's in a throwaway line. I just,
Bye-bye.
man. He just froze up in his hands in resignation.
I think Fringy just threw up, and he doesn't quite know why.
Yeah. It's such a big deal, there could generally be a TV show, movie about it. Yes, exactly. They made a huge deal about it in the first place. And I don't think it's even a hard thing to keep implementing in your shows. It's pretty simple rules you have to follow. From a writing standpoint, I would say.
I'm once again brought back to Better Call Saul because we're starved for good media, so I've got like one example. And they were asked like, "Oh, were there points when you were writing the show where you wish you had done things differently in Breaking Bad so that it would be easier to line up, or you could make certain storytelling decisions?" And they were just like, "Well, yeah, there were points where we thought it would be really cool if we could do this, but we can't because that character needs to live for the show. But would you want the Rubik's Cube to be solved for you ahead of time? Like, no, the whole point of doing the show is that we get the puzzle and we have to put the pieces together. That's the same thing with shared universe storytelling. Yeah. With anything where you're relating to other properties, right? You need, the point of doing it is that you've got a puzzle there, and you've got to put the pieces together to both tell your story, but also respect the stories that are related to it. And sometimes that means that you have to make decisions that maybe weren't your first choice, but maybe those are better choices overall.
Yeah. It's that's how this goes with writing stuff. You reread and it's like, oh wait, I just realized this doesn't work the way I thought it would be, so I'm gonna have to change that. But that just doesn't seem to be a thing that people do.
Yep. Someone brought up Justice League Unlimited, and without giving spoilers, there's a part in that show that explains there's like a major twist at the end of one of the seasons that's there kind of to explain a very minor plot hole that happened in another show like 6 years beforehand. Like, it just explained me like, why did this character survive this laser blast? And then it formed an entire arc to explain that, and that arc had substantial world building that built up other aspects of the world and was paying off like so many different things that had unintentionally been built up over the course of so many years of storytelling because they realized the implications of the universe they had built. Yeah. This is not here with the MCU. It's just not. They just want to skip past it to do their lame shit.
Yeah. And then you have like a whole human side about it as well. And I mean not like human as like a human race I mean the mental human thing. Because you still have people around who were there when the Accords were made, like Hulk and Bucky. Is Bucky still around? I don't know who's alive and who's dead anymore. It's just all a blur.
I think Bucky's still there. Yeah.
But yeah, all these people, and they can like talk about it. It's like, man, I decided this, but now I decided against this because blah 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 blah. And then you can like go this whole fucking thing where you explore it, and can write a story. I know that's foreign to most writers these days, but it's fun. It makes for good television.
And they're getting fucking rewarded. Michael Waldron wrote Loki, which in one foul swoop destroyed everything, and then Multiverse of Madness, which fucking pissed on the ashes, and now he's getting to write fucking Secret Wars. I can't emphasize this enough. Secret Wars.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like, that's an adaptation that should be holy territory, because the very first Secret Wars was like, I think it's considered the first crossover, like the first major event comic, like in shared universe history, like where it was a comic specifically dedicated to a giant crossover event. And now he's going to get to piss and shit and cum and every fluid all over that story, plus also the other versions of it that they told since then.
There's a lot of fluids, but it's true. It's true. Someone in Discord just pointed out, remember that Thor has his own country and no other country can stop his people? Should he give them powers a la the bullshit power in Thor 4? No more Accords!
Oh yeah, I would like to also direct. I've screenshotted 2 messages from the Discord and put them in chat. You might want to, you might find them amusing.
They're from Sophistic as well.
Yeah, but
I'm writing a paper on why the Accords are needed in the MCU, and now it's out the window. Fuck everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks. Oh no. Well, can't put that in your thingy.
Oh,
Let's
so
see.
sorry.
I got a list of events of things that happened that the Accords would be useful for. Black Widow in the Red Room, Hawkeye going on his killing spree, Avengers bringing back half of the universe back to life without any warnings, Wanda going on a mind rape, Falcon and Bucky going on a mission without any authorization to do so, despite the fact that the government had John Walker on the same mission. Oh my. Doctor Strange not facing consequences for his eye monster battle. Oh yeah. Wizards are a thing and no one cares. All the shit that happens in Miss Marvel. I don't even know what happens in Miss Marvel, but I believe you. Kate Bishop blew up a building in Hawkeye. Need to go on about why we need the Accords? Yeah, the Accords are really fucking useful.
Kind of, little bit, tiny bit.
But again, this is like two different, very interesting discussions to have. Just the way they addressed it, which is obviously fucking dog shit. And then you can have the whole thing that was Civil War was about. Like, is it the right thing to do these and this and this? It's like the whole thing. Team Cap and Team Iron Man, you know? Or Team Tony. But now it's just like, nope. May I remind you they're gone? It's like, what the fuck, man?
Fuck.
The Accords make writing harder. That's why they were repealed. That's the whole thing. And I bet you money that all the other writers go like, thank fuck. Someone just fucking got rid of them. We're sick hearing of it. And I get it. But this is not the way to do it. This is definitely not the way to do it.
Fucking hell. You know, it feels like they just have a bunch of they're looking at stories to adapt and they're not looking at how they're going to slot into like the world they've established themselves, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, oh, but we want to do X, Y, and Z from this comic. It's just like, yeah, but you still got to deal with the fucking other stuff that you've created yourself. These are your original ideas that you now need to deal with. You can't just launch into this other stuff because it's the fun thing to do. In fact, it might be a complement to the stuff you want to do now. It might be beneficial to address this. And it's just like, no, we want to do She-Hulk and all the She-Hulky stuff. It's just like, yeah, so you mean the Sakovia Accords are like this big legal thing that could be a great thing for She-Hulk. No. We wanted to just fuck and like have wizard demon gremlins and Magic Rocket Man and stuff. Yeah, but that Sokovia would be bad for that.
We want to create Fugitive Wong.
Oh, why? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. It feels like they all want to do these things, but they don't want to do them like interestingly. They just want to do their things. I mean, I think the writer herself says, like, I just pitched it, and for some reason it got approved. I don't even know why. And then they did the thing. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but that was basically what happened. Because she recognized, like, oh, this might not even be possible the way I think it might be possible, but then they just were able to do it. So, yeah.
Are you telling me that greenlighting this many projects to be shot in this short a space of time might mean there's no oversight?
What? No, that's that's silly.
President.
But yeah, just keep pooping. We keep pooping.
Mm-hmm.
Director of Multiverse of Madness literally said he wanted Evil Wanda so no one else could do it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was the big thing where it was like the original plot, which they threw out as they were building the sets, was going to be that Nightmare and Shuma Gorath were going to be the original villains, and then Wanda was going to be kind of like I guess she was going to slip into an anti-hero role and then become a villain by the very end after going through a character arc. Instead, it was just like, how about we just have her be evil like immediately and just have her be the villain? How about that? Because I want to do that. Yeah. It's just like, you have no idea what you fucking done, you moron. And they wrote the script in 2 weeks.
Yay. Hey, remember there's a Titan on Earth?
Oh, even worse, a celestial.
Oh, celestial.
Poking out of the fucking... The celestial cam on my stream is the only acknowledgement it gets anymore.
You're basically MCU lore now. You're extended universe.
Oh, please! I would write better, and I don't even think I think I would make mistakes myself, but I would think I would use my brain, which means that I would automatically rise above. I think most people would use their brain better than what's happening right now.
Well, the problem is it becomes blatantly obvious when you watch something and you have a question about it, and you're like, "Huh, that's weird. Let me Google this for 10 seconds. Oh, that's horseshit. That doesn't work. That wasn't that hard."
Yeah. A little bit. Like, fuck it. I mean, the whole fact that they didn't know how to write courtroom drama kind of tells you everything. They weren't even willing to step outside their own writer's room to try and spice things up. Like, I just remember, back... I don't know if this should still be a thing if it isn't still, but there was a point in time where like Star Trek writing rooms, for example, back in the day, there would be different writers would have different specialties. One would be really good at comedy, one would be really good at dialogue, one would be really good at character stuff, and they would all mix and match with their different scripts to make sure that whoever was like writing the primary story, the other people would then jump in and then tighten it up and alter it to make it better. But nowadays, it doesn't feel like we have any of that. We don't have, different writers playing to different strengths and working together to create an overall superior product. We just have a bunch of either really green writers that aren't being given any guidance, or just really fucking nepotized hacks that have risen to the top inexplicably, that have just been put in positions that they really shouldn't have.
Yeah. My favorite wardrobe is how the MCU guy, multiverse guy, and I don't understand why. Yeah, me neither.
Let's get the toilet man from Rick and Morty to do our universe.
I complain about it during my Silent Hill streams. I was like, man, I wish I could just get millions of dollars for projects after I've done fucking bullshit. Oh, what, Metal? Okay. You destroyed 17 of our servers and the whole landscape is down? The whole IT landscape is down? Here, have more money. Here, take all the money. Build more of this. We want all of this to break down. Because people keep buying it, and we don't know why. But here, take all of my money. Please, take it. Take it.
What other industry rewards failure to such a degree?
I don't know. It's because people keep watching and buying it. It's crazy.
Yep. Oh, God, people. This is people like wonder, like, why do you care if people think this is good? And it's just like, because it means that we're going to get more crap. It's like, it's the same reason that, let's just say that, I don't know, like one of the big computer parts companies decided to just release a bunch of suboptimal hardware and people just called it amazing. Like, you would complain about that too, and a lot of people would say that would be rightfully so. Mm-hmm. But yet when it comes to writing, people don't seem to be able to comprehend that maybe there's a point being made here.
Let's stop deleting all the virtual machines. No. I will not do that. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's happening. Yeah. I mean, it seems like people are getting more annoyed at least to some degree. So maybe in a couple of years or something, they don't go to the hype immediately and watch it and then stop, because then it's already too late. Now we need some movies that are like, where people are like, I don't care about this one, like, because the other one wasn't actually that great. I want to watch the next one. We need that kind of thing to happen at some point, which I feel like has to happen at some point, because if we look at Thor: Love and Thunder, that people, I mean, no one is talking about that anymore, except maybe us, because it's shit. And yeah, they're
feel,
just, I don't know.
yeah, I do feel like I do feel like it is. It's hard to measure, right? Because social media is so skewed. But it does feel
Yeah.
like, when I measure the temperature in the room, it is starting to skew towards like people just not being interested anymore. There's a lot more videos now on YouTube of people saying, "Oh, I fell out of love with the MCU," or "This has not been, the MCU hasn't been good since X, Y, or Z." And that used to, could you imagine that being said around Endgame Mania? That would have been like, that would have been heresy for a lot of people. But now we're getting a lot more discourse around how the MCU is falling apart. Unfortunately, a lot of, as has been covered on EFAP, a lot of the criticism has basically been focusing on entirely the wrong things. But there is that general vibe in the room of people they are getting sick of it, and you would hope that this would cause some introspection on the parts of the higher ups, and maybe to reduce the number of projects and just focus on quality over quantity. But when the machine goes, sometimes it is difficult to make it ungo. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah. That's what's going on. And now, well, now I have to probably live the next 20 hours with my notifications being, and I say flooded lightly. It's flooded for me because normally they just go away after a couple of minutes when I tweet something weird. But this is one of those that's obviously very actual, like it's very current. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
going around a little bit. I mean, me getting like, what is it? What is it even like? Let me see. Like, those are still like crazy numbers for me. 300 likes, like, why? Isn't that like viral already for me? It's like, that's crazy.
Oh, classic metal, always baiting the drama. Oh my
Yeah, I know,
god.
right? I think my most liked tweet was when I said that the Suicide Squad is the best that DC has done up to this point or something. And I think that it got like over 2,000. I was like, okay, didn't expect that.
Yeah, you never know. Like sometimes I sometimes put out a tweet that I think, well, this kind of has the makings of something that might get a response, and then it gets like 3 likes. And then there's one that I put out as a joke, and it suddenly my notifications are being are double penetrated for the next 3 days, just with people retweeting or liking or fucking shitting on it, whatever. Or you just never know what is going to hit who and why. It's a bit of a dice roll with that sort of thing.
Metal just translate actual with actual. Hey, listen, nobody except you and me know that, okay? And maybe some other Germans. But it's just cute between us, okay? I fixed it immediately and nobody did say anything, so shh. I like how I looked at my camera while doing that, even though I don't have a webcam on here. Like a fucking
you
idiot.
see how much I gesture so much sometimes I wonder, like, hey, I sometimes just look into how mocap technology is doing, because I'm just like, well, like fucking 91% of my fucking expressions are physical. I mean, meanwhile Discord can see none of it, so it's just like, can I have these expressions without having to dox myself, please? That would be nice.
Cue dozens of videos called Metal's Insane Meltdown on Twitter. Please! Do you know how many views that would give me? Fuck yeah. Go for it.
All publicity is good publicity, as some believe.
I would take something like that right now. It would be funny.
Yeah.
I think it's only funny one time, and then it's like, okay, that was fun once. Never again, please. Metal is a grifter, confirmed.
Oh, I'm glad that I was just about to sip as that went in. I would have choked. I timed that well.
Ah, good stuff. Metal, the metal grifter. Oh man, so yeah, good. There we go. Yeah, fucking Michael Waldron. Jesus Christ, insane. I like money. Yeah, money is pretty cool. It's really helpful these days.
Okay, yeah, a little bit.
Helps you pay stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good thing, you know. Like money doesn't buy happiness, but goddamn, does it make it easier?
Hell yeah. By the way, this is 7 minutes and 26 seconds into the episode.
Yeah, this is how bad this one line of dialogue has destroyed. Well, you know, the MCU was already in tatters, but now we're just kind of this is kind of like where we're stomping the ashes into the ground and pissing on it.
Yeah, it's man. This one caught me off guard. I didn't expect to see anything of the Accords, and then it's like, man,
Kind of feels systematic at this point, doesn't it? They're trying to hunt down every last vestige of like things that could be explored and just no, no, this is new things now. No. Ow, I punched my hand too hard.
ouchie. Money doesn't buy happiness; it just rents it for a while. Prove it by
True.
becoming a member.
Put your money where your membership is.
I always have to laugh when I want to do like self promotion. There's just something silly about it. I don't know why. I feel silly
Yeah,
doing it. I'm really bad at self promotion. Uh,
yeah, it does feel a little bit like I know I have to do it, but at the same time, it's kind of like I feel weird asking for money or
yeah.
asking people to do things. I guess it's about finding that. I think there's almost like pressure to find that self-aware balance so that it doesn't. I don't even know the term. It's just about having. There's a pressure to not make it about the money, but also
hmm
emphasize that the money is important at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibbs money now. I can pay with my member. Oh my.
Oh, good God. Here's my PO box. Link.
Shill metal. Otherwise, what are you supposed to do? Die. Watching an hour behind. Hi, future metal meme chat. Hey, hello. What's up? Yeah, that's what meme has been talking about this whole time.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's continue, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
So wait, where did my notes stop? Uh. Oh yeah, because okay. I mean, it's gonna be more stupid, so don't you worry. Um, just get rid of the subtitles. So, Murdoch then goes on to say, well, it's not feasible because the privacy is not for privacy's sake, and it's also to protect the people around them. And basically, the judge agrees, and then the frog dude goes like, "Wait, what am I gonna wear then?" And he gets out his suit, and then Matt Murdock does a little sniff because he has like enhanced sniffing because he's blind. I think that's the idea. And he asks the frogman, "What do you put in those boots?" And he says, "Well, jet fuel." And it's like all smug about it. He's like, "Yeah." And then Luke Jacobs. Sorry?
Do they melt steel beams?
No, but apparently his boots. Because Jacobson then says, "Well, that's not what's in the what the instructions say." And the case is immediately dismissed. She-Hulk didn't know about this. She's very surprised to hear this.
Are you telling me She-Hulk's retarded?
No, I would never say that.
Publicly.
So yeah, Matt Murdock came in, destroyed She-Hulk in 2 minutes, and hey, she's Lawyer of the Year, by the way, nominated. Anyone? Lawyer of the Year. Fucking shit at her job, not prepared at all. This time even lost her case, got it dismissed. Good job, Lawyer of the Year. Lawyer of the Year right there. Also, yeah, remember when I said that the guy should have just checked the suit? And I was like, hey, that's wrong. You did it wrong. And then this would have been all a non-issue. Yeah.
Let's give best female lawyer to Matt Murdock.
Yeah. But as Uli just says, apparently there's like 7 other female Lawyers of the Year winners because all of them get brought to stage. It's really odd.
Huh.
I don't whatever.
That is very odd.
So yeah, Matt Murdock is absolutely destroyed She-Hulk. Oh yeah, Jen tries to apologize to Luke right after court is done, like in the courtroom still. And he's like, no, you won't get any more suits from me because I hate you now. Goodbye. Very, very professional by both of them. It's really cool.
Nice.
And that's the court scene. We're done with court scenes for today. That's it. So we did a very short court scene and destroyed some world building. I think we're in a. It's pretty good. It's pretty good score. I think it's a pretty good score.
I just can't help but think about how Daredevil had some of the best courtroom scenes in media, and now
That's what
we're
I
here
heard.
with the same character.
That's what I definitely need to check that shit out because it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
And look, with this one, she dragged him to court for literally no reason. Oh yeah, but he could have just checked his apparel that he built. He's like, oh shit, I never had something break. Maybe you shouldn't. I should just check it out. But yeah, then also she didn't check what he put in there or anything. So yeah, it's just. I think he's just doing shit business that way. That's what I'm pretty much trying to say. With the way he handled that, but yeah. So we go back to that weird bar they always hang out, and Matt Murdock is hacking, checking this out as well. He's sitting here too, and bought her an apple martini in green because he's a funny lad. This is Daredevil, but in fun, guys. It's in funny. He's lighthearted or something. So yeah, we get this conversation. But we just have a conversation. Tell her that that Murdoch mostly does this pro bono work and occasionally does a bigger gig when the bills pile up. So he took this one because he got contact with this guy because he made some suits for him. Obviously, he doesn't. He implies he means just like normal suits, but obviously we know this guy made the Daredevil suit for him because we saw it. And this is how he got that contact and that gig. And Murdoch tells her that she's in a unique position where she can do good as Jennifer Walters if people need the law, and can help people as She-Hulk if they are failed by the law. So she could be the best of both worlds. She could be so amazing. Meme, she could be so amazing. She's so cool.
She could be, but she's not.
She really isn't.
What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Wouldn't it be great if we were on here every week going, hey guys, latest She-Hulk. Oh, it was so great. It was so funny, but it was also like really meaningful. But also like they got their shit down pat. It doesn't break anything, but it does show a funnier side, but also like a more like introspective, like imagine that universe that we, why do we have this timeline here?
Yeah, it's awesome. So he then gets a call, excuses himself, and while this happens, she does a fourth wall break where she says, we're all feeling this, right? It's not just me. AKA she's crushing hard on him. Actually, they're crushing hard on each other instantly because that's what we want to happen. I don't know. So yeah, they seem to be crushing on each other instantly. Whatever. He says, oh, work came up, I had to leave. Nice meeting you. She gets a text from that weird guy that called her a specimen in that one episode because he's like this big client for the law firm. He has some legal issue he wants to discuss immediately, and she's like, nah. And he says, well, I was assured this law firm is 24/7. And she's like, fine. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's some sparks between them. Ooh. They just wanna touch tips or something. So she goes to this restaurant where he's chilling out, and basically he's like, hey, what's up? I have a thing. I just bought something. And apparently he bought a Wakandan spear. And he's like, this cost me $1 million. And she like doesn't react at all. He's like, $1 million, like dollars. And she's like, yeah, I got that. So he's
No
basically
hookers.
so he's basically trying to impress her with money. And he's like, yeah, but I bought it and I have the receipt, right? And obviously they mentioned like, it was stolen by some colonizers. That's why they want it back, blah, blah, blah. Because you have to mention colonizers every time someone takes something from someone else, because that's just a thing to do, I feel like. Whatever. Don't even want to...
Also doesn't make sense with Wakanda because they were just sitting on their asses while all the slavery shit was going on.
That's what I said. This is like a whole fucking other thing. I didn't even go into this, but yeah, it's whatever. It's just a thing that you say in shows and movies these days. You just have to do it. So he tries to impress her with the money and stuff. And then he goes on to grab her hand. It's like, we both feel it too. He's like saying that they should date or something. And he grabs her hand. He's like, ew, no. And then she pins him to the wall with the table in She-Hulk form and runs away and says, I'm going to charge you for the whole hour. Hey, it's so
Nice.
Remember how she says how good she is at being relaxed and stuff?
Apparently not.
Yeah, why is Matt in LA anyway? The way they say it is this guy made the suits for him, and now he just took the gig for a bigger payout for his pro bono work, is the essential idea. That's how they made him come here. He's leaving the next day as well, so yeah, whatever. It's fine, I guess. Then she gets home, gets another call. She's like, oh, fuck me, I just want to chill out. But she's called by Leapfrog. And he's like, I'm getting attacked by someone. And she wants help from She-Hulk. And I was like, why did you called She-Hulk? You called your lawyer for this? Is that like part of your contract? Where she also offers protection as She-Hulk if you get attacked by someone? Because as far as she knows, this has nothing to do with anything. Let me just call my superhero lawyer. It's like, please help me. And she's like, oh, okay. Because she has like this, Matt Murdock told me I could do something good, I could be one of the best of both worlds and stuff. I'm losing my fucking mind here.
Yeah, but that's understandable. By the way, we're about to lead into it, but I just want to point out, before I get into the meat and potatoes of some of the stuff that's about to happen, the Daredevil show had jokes, and Matt Murdock would crack an occasional joke here and there, and it was quite funny. Daredevil could be a funny show when it wanted to be, but it never compromised its drama, nor did it put jokes against ahead of story.
That's impossible.
Yeah, so let's see if they continue that trend. They don't, but let's.
So yeah, he's something, I don't know. He turns on this tracking thing, and she checks it for him. It's like, oh, I'm gonna meet you halfway, and she's about to leave. She's like, oh, I was the guy made me the superhero suit thingy. I'm gonna wear that now. Yay! So she puts that on, and it's like, ooh. Anyway, it turns out the Frogman he's attacked by Daredevil. What? That's crazy. That's nuts. So anyway, he's going for like a parking lot now. Daredevil is on top of his car. They just go around, and then She-Hulk jumps in front of Frogman's car. Mind you, he's just speeding through this thing. And again, physics just do not apply here. So he starts to brake. He just stands there. VLC does not want to do anything with this. And she stops it from that full force. Daredevil gets yeeted off.
Must stop.
He, man, VLC is not having any of it today.
Yeah, understandable, VLC. I'm not having any of it either.
So he gets yeeted off. He does a little roll. But obviously Frogman in the Oh god, no, VLC, I'm so sorry. Oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
It's AI generated now.
Yeah. Oh, it's not recovering properly. Oh, there you go. So yeah, he's just still normally in there. He's just chilling, and he's just gonna drive off here in a bit. It's fine. He's fine. Nothing happened. VLC is trying to save us. It is. Yeah, so that's fun. That's good stuff. Also, yeah, we got the yellow and red, I think it is. Even though the lighting doesn't really look like it's like yellow and red, but I think you have something to say about that in a bit as well.
Yeah, there's a few things to say about what I saw.
Should I just play this and you go for it, or should I go for it and you add your stuff? What's your...
Well, I guess I can start with the Daredevil's yellow suit.
Go
here. For it. Yeah. So for one thing, so this is kind of an example of they wanted to rip something from the comics, but they didn't really think about why it was there in the comics in the first place. So Daredevil's yellow suit in the comics is kind of like the in-between suit between his like first like costume, which was basically just a bunch of black fabric thrown together, and his final suit, which is all red. So that was him supposed to be. So in that context, the yellow is kind of him trying to figure out what his final aesthetic is going to be. So already having it here 8 years later.
That seems nonsensical in that context.
Yeah, a little
at least.
bit. Yeah, and the thing is, it's not a very. This is not a very threatening look. This is not, especially when you get it, when you can see the yellow, it's not nearly as intimidating. It's just this all red figure coming towards you. So already we've got issues. But the thing is, right, they bothered to get this all yellow suit. Oh, well, not this all yellow suit, but this partially yellow suit to have the reference. And then they've lit this scene so that I'm not joking when I said I was doubting the yellow suit was in the show from the promotional shots, because look at the lighting on the yellow parts. It's making it look red or orange for the most part.
Yeah, the arms should be yellow, right?
Yeah, like there's a lot of things here that are yellow, but they don't look yellow because the lighting is really trying to hide the fact that it's yellow. So it's kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So yeah, we can continue. We can continue on, because I think I want to go over the wisecrack, because a lot of people are wondering why people are complaining about the wisecrack, and I can tell you why people are complaining about the wisecrack. Yeah. Unless you have notes in between that, we can kind of just go as needed.
You mean the "my ass remains unwhooped" line? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically Daredevil tells her that she needs to back off and is making a mistake. They have a little scuffle up there, but she can't really get him. And she says she's gonna whoop that ass, but she doesn't. And Daredevil says, "My ass remains unwhooped."
Wow, wow.
Cringe.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Fucking. So, I'm just trying to think where to begin here. So, actually, I'm gonna get up my tweet thread, because that has a lot of the information already in it. So I figure,
go for it.
Why try to go from whole cloth when I've already kind of stated things in a very interesting, succinct way. So let's break it down. So firstly, let's just look at he says this line after She-Hulk punches the roof down, right? Mm-hmm. And then a bunch of stuff collapses. So there could have been people under there, and she is letting this guy get away. So Daredevil should be taking this situation very seriously. And in fact, he should probably be trying to reprimand her for what she just did. Instead, he's deciding to be very playful and cheeky here, when this is not a very playful, cheeky situation. Now, or are there situations where this could work? Absolutely. I think I pointed out that if they were sparring, or if they were fighting back to back, sure, there would be room for quips there. But this is like a pretty dire situation by the looks of it. And not to mention, She-Hulk is also doing additional damage on top of the stuff Daredevil already showed up to deal with, and he's just deciding to take the piss for no good reason. Like a better way, like if they wanted to do something like this, we didn't even use these specific lines. It would make more sense if She-Hulk was going after Daredevil specifically, like say it was a case of mistaken identity where he had been framed for something, and so she's going after him to kind of just take him in because she thinks he's done something, and maybe he uses the quips as kind of like a tactic to diffuse the situation, on top of a few other things to show, hey, not the enemy. We don't need to fight, sort of thing. But this situation is completely inappropriate. He stops to gloat while the criminal is getting away. He doesn't even really acknowledge the collateral damage she could have potentially caused by just punching down. And yeah, it does not work in this context. There's nothing, and it's not just that he cracked wise, it's the fact that the scene did not earn him cracking wise, and in fact it's damaging for him to crack wise in this scenario. I'm not strict on it. Like I'm fine with him even in being in Daredevil mode and cracking wise when it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense in this specific scenario. Some other things to point out is that he does all the flips and the acrobatics and stuff. What I'll say about that is there were I think there were a lot of points in the Netflix show where he was doing similar things. There was actually one specific instance. I'm actually trying to find the clip from The Defenders, which was the big crossover Netflix did, which he was of course in. And he was in his Matt Murdock outfit, and he was bouncing from building to building. And I remember that distinctly because I remember it looked a bit silly. And so that was kind of the same kind of thing that we see here. So that's actually pretty consistent. It doesn't look as good as it did in those shows because these shows are made cheaply, fastly, and all of that. But I'm hesitant to call that inconsistent or exaggerated. I think it's kind of like that Black Widow effect where the abilities are definitely there. It's just the VFX artists are so pushed for time that it looks really exaggerated. They're doing it with lots of CGI rather than practical performance, so it looks a bit rubbery and not so great. But there was a lot of flips and stuff in his own show and in The Defenders, so that was there. So this is me trying to be as fair as possible to this clip, and even being as fair as possible. This ain't good. This is not good at all. This is quite not a good. This is yeah, not great. Not great. Quite bad.
Quite bad. So yeah. I lost my... Oh, right. There you go. So... Yeah. As we said, she says she's gonna whoop that ass. But she doesn't. What she does do is destroy the top of the parking lot, as you just said. Just breaks it apart. Property damage on the floor, property damage on the cars below.
Could have been people down there.
Could be people down there. And I mean, that's like pretty significant. Kind of look at this. Hang on. Let me get this back up. Look at this. That's pretty. That's gonna cost you. Gonna cost you a whole bunch. If only there wasn't a chord regarding superheroes and collateral damage. That would be crazy. That was a crazy good.
What? No. That would be a silly law. That they should repeal that if that existed.
Yeah, it's probably fascism or something.
Yeah, why would you need fucking laws about superheroes when there's like a billion of them? That would be
Yeah.
shit. They should just like be able to like punch babies in the face and get away with it, I think. They should be
Uh,
able to not apply as many laws, I think,
yeah.
as we have to follow.
So yeah, he jumps down the parking lot. She does too, and we're not done with property damage. No, 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 no. She tries to
Sweet
grab
shit.
Daredevil. He starts running, and she just grabs this Randy's car. She just grabs someone's car. Just grabs it.
Why? Okay. You know, when Hulk does that, he's usually mindless when he's doing that. Like,
Yeah.
or he's like in the Savage Hulk form where,
Oh
he's
God.
basically a big toddler. So, of course, he's not thinking about the fact that he's smashing someone else's car.
Mm-hmm.
Or if Superman were to do that, you would hope that would be in a more desperate situation where there's no choice, or preferably a villain's doing it. But nope, nope. Just grab a car in a non-dire situation. Daredevil does
Look at
not
this.
require this level of force, woman. God damn.
Yeah, is she planning to fucking kill him? Like, what is this?
What the fuck? Reminds me of when fucking Okoye brought the spear down on John Walker's shield in Falcon Winter Soldier. Just like, oh, you were trying to murder him. That seems uncalled for.
Yeah. So yeah, that car is toast because it just crashes in front of Daredevil. The criminal is still getting away, by the way, because we learn soon he is actually the bad guy here. And then
Oh,
she does the clappy move.
oh no.
Look at all these cars.
Fuck. It's okay. It's her first day.
So yeah, all those windows are fucked. We see them break actually over here as well. So yeah, this is all. That's all broken.
That would probably, yeah, that would probably fuck up Daredevil because like that would overwhelm his like enhanced hearing.
Well, this is
And also,
exactly what happens because She-Hulk wins.
oh great, that's nice.
You know what she also does?
What would she do? Does she clap cheeks? Oh wait, that's later.
I mean, just look at the chat. Look at the stream.
Okay, let's see. Okay, what is she doing there? Is she about to grab his penis?
No, just unmasks him,
Okay then.
and he's very chill about this. He's very chill. He's like, hey, and she's like, mad. Hello.
Jesus Christ.
That should be a big deal to him, shouldn't it? Like, I don't know how he is about
You'd think
his
so.
secret identity, but I feel like he should be like, oh shit, that's bad.
Pretty big deal. Like, yeah, like maybe, like obviously I'm not watching the scene properly, so maybe it's like the blind eyes might be giving a more nonchalant thing than it's meant to be, but at the same time, like, yeah, this looks very casual just from this.
Though
From
they
what you're
just talk
showing me right
after.
here.
He doesn't even mention it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And the first thing she asks is, are you just pretending to be blind? Because that's really problematic. It's like, okay,
Oh, fuck off, woman.
all right.
Fuck off. You,
So yeah, she beat Daredevil in the first fight, the first encounter, and pretty easily with like the one clap move because he's distorted, and that stuns him long enough for her to just walk up to him slowly and go like grab him. So that's yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
yeah. I probably wouldn't care as much if she wasn't such a shit character and if Daredevil at least put up more of a fight. Because, obviously Hulk versus like semi-regular man, probably not going to end well. But it's the fact that she is who she is, and the fact that they've like what he does a few flips and then he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. That it feels like he would fight. Like this is the guy who fought the Iron Fist and won. Like. Oh, okay. More water, please.
No. So yeah. And yeah. after the blind thing, he tells her, no, I have like some spatial method he uses to see basically that basically has like really good hearing or something. And she asks, why are you attacking my client? And he tells her, well, Frogman has taken Luke hostage. And then we have this dialogue. So, oh, why didn't you tell me before I attacked you? Why didn't you ask before you kicked my ass? Well, I'm sorry that I thought the guy with a devil costume is the bad guy. Fair point.
Uh-huh.
Also, they make a joke about that she doesn't know who Daredevil is because, like, yeah, it's me, Daredevil. And she's like, I don't know you. I don't know if that's weird or not. I don't know how well known Daredevil is in universe, or if he's just a local guy. I legit just don't know how they handle it here.
Yeah, well, I think because Daredevil was in Hell's Kitchen during his show, so maybe I'm pretty sure he would be a very well-known New York hero, but I'm not sure how well-known he would be in LA. Because the thing is, I don't know how long Matt's been in LA at this point, so it's kind of like
he basically
it's a bit
just
up in the air for that.
Came here for that gig.
Oh, then probably wouldn't be. I don't. It's tough to say because it's like I'm not sure because obviously there's been an 8-year gap as well, so it's a bit up in the air as to how prolific his presence would be, especially when there are so many different heroes running around in New York, especially. Yeah, I guess that would be a bit up in the air.
Yeah. What else was there? Oh yeah, she also says it's daring to use ketchup and mustard as your color scheme. And then he threatens her to tell Luke she said that, and she's like, no. And then they realize, oh right, we have a hostage situation, we should probably go. They don't say it that way, but they go like, oh, I need to go, I'm gonna save my client from your client. No
Okay.
urgency. It's no urgency, because we don't have that. We have to make funnies.
We don't do that here.
And they also address the destruction that just happened.
Oh, they're going to do it badly, aren't they?
No, why would you say that?
Oh, I know what show we're in.
Daredevil says, have you destroyed a parking lot before? And she just says, oh shit, I'm gonna leave a note. And then they leave.
I wish Superman fucking said that at the end of Man of Steel.
What could that note possibly say?
It's like, sorry.
In green. Who's gonna pay for that? She has to pay for that, surely. The law firm is not gonna pay for that. Unless she's contractually obligated to save her clients from situations like this.
Who would be like the de facto rich person they'd bill? Because Tony's dead, and he didn't fucking pay his people anyway, apparently. God fucking damn. Thanks, Falcon Winter Soldier. Because it kind of reminds me of that classic Justice League gag where it's like whenever they do any collateral, it's like, oh, just send the bill to Bruce Wayne. It'll be fine.
Sophistic just wrote in Discord to note as Spider-Man's forged signature. That's how she gets away with it.
Oh, God.
That's good stuff. Yeah. So we lampshaded that, so we're fine. We're doing good. So they drive up to apparently this guy has a lair and a base and stuff. I guess they just tracked him down with the tracker he activated. I don't know. They don't mention it. So yeah. And there's some weird ass dialogue between the goon and Luke, but it doesn't matter. They're on the roof now, looking in, and that it was like there are 20 goons, 15 here, 5 there, blah blah blah. And he's like, how do you know that? It's like, oh, I can hear all their heartbeats. And she's like, that's pretty far-fetched. It's like, well, I can hear your heartbeat, and it's beating pretty fast because she's looking at him and she's horny and in love or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Crushing hard on him. So, and then they have like, I loosely call it a discussion. It's He's like, stealth is the way. I'm gonna go in. I probably need like 15 seconds per person. Just wait here. I'll do this real quick. She's like, I'm not gonna wait half an hour here until you finish all these guys. And he's like, that's not how that math works at all.
No, that would be like 5 minutes tops, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Rough arithmetic.
He says that, but I don't know. It's just gonna be funny. He says, nah, stealth is the way. Oh, yeah, she says, but I'm a Hulk. I'm just going to smash through the wall. You know, I'm indestructible and stuff, so the weapons won't do shit anyway. And he says, nah, stealth is the way to go. And she says, well, you do your thing, and I do my thing. And Daredevil points out, you don't have a thing. You've never done this before. I have my thing, and that's all the things we have here, basically. Which, yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, it's like, well, just follow my lead. I have a lot of experience with this, and leaps off the building. She's like, well, that was pretty cool how you jumped off. And then he beats up 4 guys in the hallway. Like, he just sneaks into a hallway, and he just beats them up with the sticks, yeets one into the wall. For some reason, these guys have crossbows. I don't know why, but they have crossbows. And
Because it's in season.
Okay, and that one guy just stands there waiting to get punched because he's reloading the crossbow. That's their thing. But yeah, he calls for reinforcements. I don't have a lot to say about the fight scene. It's whatever. It's there.
Well, I kind of do.
Go ahead.
Not necessarily, and like this isn't really objective by any means. I'm just distracted by the fact that Daredevil's show is known for these very long, one take, spectacles where you can see where you just see Daredevil going down the hallway and he does and you can see every single point where he's beating up the guy. All the choreography is in one shot, and it's really well done. And I'm just seeing cut during this very similar hallway scene. It's kind of distracting when you know that his previous outing was how shall we say a little bit more substantial.
Gotcha. Yeah. We don't get that here at all. So yeah, I guess he's about to get ready to do a scene like this because there's 4 more people. 2 of them having a crossbow, not shooting him though. They're just walking slowly towards him, and then even the ones with crossbows start running, and then she bursts through the ceiling and kills them all. I say kill them because it's funnier. And then she says, "She-Hulk smash." I was like, shut the fuck up. Just stop it. Weren't you complaining that you can't exist without being adjacent to normal Hulk? Stop fucking using his lines then. Jesus Christ. Don't know what you're doing.
I will when it suits me.
Kills them because of her immense strength. Yeah. So yeah, they go into the main room. Basically, she throws like a arcade machine, and it's the Frogman complains because it's a vintage one. And then she just starts talking to Frogman, throws one of the guys away. Daredevil just kicks and punches people in the background. We just cut back and forth. He frees Luke from his ropes and is like, "Get out of here and get the police or something." Whoa, what is this? Oh, yeah, Jen tells Frogman, "You're in real trouble." And tells him we could claim a form of mania. And then Daredevil gives some legal advice. It's like, oh, that would be a pretty solid strategy. We could go with an unspotted form of PTSD or something. And he does that all while beating up all these goons. That's all that happens, basically. And then at some point, Frogman decides to run away. And then the scene happens where he jumps out of the window. And you think, oh, he's gonna use his jetpack boots to fly away. But no, they don't work. So he just lands on the floor, and this time it hurts him. And the next scene, we see him getting carried away by the EMTs. and the police is here. So that's that scene done. That's
Isn't it
done.
great? Isn't it great when this stuff, when a character's ability to be injured is entirely defined by the writer's needs within a specific scene?
Yep. So yeah, that's that done. We saved the day, if you will. Oh yeah, she's also forgiven by Luke. He's like, of course I forgive you. I'm not a monster, and you saved me and stuff. And he's still gonna make her gala dress because yeah, hooray. There's nothing else to add really. That's all that happens. We got our action scene. We got our flim flam stuff. Anyway, Daredevil and Jennifer are chilling on the ceiling of the thing, on the roof, not the ceiling, the roof. Not yet, almost. They just kind of talk about the night, make fun of each other, the things they said. They revisit the 30-minute thing because they thought it was really funny. And basically just ends with, "Hey, when are you leaving for New York?" And he says, "Tomorrow." It's like, "Hey, we could maybe go to dinner next time you're around." And then she just says, "Well, we could also skip all the thing and just bang."
Oh.
And so they do. And
Oh.
I think it's really funny that they just walk into her house through the front door with him still being in full costume.
I wouldn't want to be conspicuous.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the what did Az say? She beats him. What was it? She beats him. She saves him. She bangs him. Something.
Well, it's the full progression, right?
Yeah.
It's boy meets girl, girl tries to smash boy, girl saves boy, and then girl smashes boy again.
Yeah. So yeah, they have a bangarang, a bangaroo, and then we also see him do the walk of shame the next day in full costume. He just runs around and he goes like, "Morning." Jane Theory said that. Didn't I see Az tweet that? Maybe it was a quote tweet. Maybe I saw that. But yeah, I found it funny.
Okay.
Because it's yeah. Anyway, so that's Daredevil in this show. That was great. I was really cool he was here. That was really poggy. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You might think we were done. No, there's still something left here a little bit.
Oh dear Lord, no.
What have you done?
Because
What have they
Nikki arrives now. And we get a pretty lengthy fourth wall break where she says like, "Wait, you guys are still here?" I feel like this episode already has a pretty satisfying conclusion. Believe me. Get it, sex. Then she-
I'm revoking your sex privileges, Marvel.
Damn. And she goes on to wonder, oh shit, next episode's the finale? Oh, that's weird. That fat blah shit, blah, 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 blah. And she says like, oh, what's going to be the surprise, the big twist? Is there going to be another Hulk, but red? Or will I be fridged? She says.
I'm going to fridge you in a second.
Oh, mentioned the fridge thing again.
Stop. And it's in relation to that one came about in relation to another green superhero as well. Huh.
The reason the gods have crossbows because they're supposed to be a dart reference, and Leapfrog said he wanted dart shooters for his new outfit. Oh, okay. Well, they were still shit at using them. That's the problem. But yeah, that's fair enough.
Actually, yeah, you can't be fridged in your own show. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. It mustn't make sense. But yeah, Nikki is like, you were waiting for, we're gonna make you nice and pretty for your gala because you're so awesome. So yeah, they go to the thing, and everyone is like, "Ooh, She-Hulk, woohoo! Look how hot she is and stuff, and she's so great and amazing, and everyone wants to bang her or something." Probably made most of these up, but you know. Then we get the Female Lawyer of the Year award, and the guy's like, "Goes to Jennifer She-Hulk Flim Flam."
Mm.
And then she also reads out names from a lot of other female lawyers, and I'm very confused what that's supposed to even mean.
Are they real female lawyers?
I don't know. They might not. I know Mallory is not a single female lawyer. She has children, apparently.
Huh.
So yeah, I don't know. They all got the award. Most of them. I'm okay. How incompetent are the other lawyers if She-Hulk won it? Well, apparently they all won it. It's really weird. When will this nightmare end? Next week. For now. But yeah, She-Hulk gets the microphone to talk, and then, oh no, the Hulk King Hulk man, Josh, they hacked the presentation somehow, and no one is able to close it because they're fucking morons.
Josh Hulk.
And he leaks all the pictures from the matcher stuff and everything.
Oh no,
And-
her nudes.
Well, even worse, a sex tape of her and Josh.
Oh no, she has sex?
Yeah,
Disqualified.
that whore! Get that away
dare
from
she?
her.
Single female lawyers must all be virgin.
uh,
Damn it.
so yeah, she fucking. Everyone is like, "Don't do it, Jen. Don't do it," and she just punches into the wall, and almost collapses the ceiling. There's like shit falling to her. Everything is like going red alerts, like alarm, alarm. And she's like going like full goblin. Everyone looks like scared and is like, "Oh God, no!" And then she sees some masked people in the background. She goes after one of them, crushes through the door because they grab him, and I don't know why, but for some reason we got the special police here with their shiny weapons. And I don't know why. Look at this. I don't know why they're here.
Because they wrote in the script.
How they're here so fast? I don't know. Maybe the implication is those intelligentsia guys fucking made that happen. But I think those are like these anti-Hulk guns, anti-gamma flim-flam, and anti-gamma ray guns. Someone writes in chat.
They look like CW soldiers.
Yeah. So yeah, it seems like she's like fully losing her shit right now. Like she does like grunting, or it goes like, like she's hulking out. Hey, remember what Bruce said to you? It's weird, huh? It's like he was right. Feels like he shouldn't have just let it fucking go and go like, yeah, you can go back. It's going to be fine.
I get catcalled.
Nah.
Also, I fuck.
Maybe they're here to arrest her for the property damage she has caused yesterday.
No, if only we could be so lucky. They're probably here to arrest her for the sex tape. It's probably illegal to have Hulk sex on tape in this universe.
Morbin time. It is Morbin time.
Yeah.
That can't be. She said she was better than him. Yeah. But yeah,
the
she's
Hulk
kind of
Sakovia Accords.
losing her shit, and then the episode ends. Dun, dun, dun.
I want to kill myself.
That was really fucking awful. That was an awful television episode of television. I can't even talk no more. Belch. She's changing. Shoot to kill. Oh man. So yeah, that's that. Really bad. The whole Accords thing, just fucking getting rid of this there. Yeah.
So remember all the people that said that this show was going to justify its existence by the end, as far as like all the decisions they made in the first episode, it was all going to be justified by the end. It's just like they got one episode left. I'm waiting. TikTok on the clock, and the party don't stop tonight because She-Hulk is fucking every guy in sight.
Yeah. She gets laid 3 times in the show, by the way.
Yeah. But you know, might be that could have been fun in a good show. In this show though, it's kind of just gratuitous self-insert.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Good. Yeah, real not good. Real just real poop shoot right there.
Yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, that's the episode. Let me look. Okay, no more weird mentions where people are wrong. Oh man. So yeah. There you go. We did it. 2 hours. We're back in action, baby. This one was over 2 hours this time. We did it.
Yeah. Fucking, I want to die slowly,
cry in the
painfully.
shower now, I bet. But yeah, that is the She-Hulk. Let's look at super chats here.
Whoa.
Yeah. Super chats are available too, as well as memberships. Also, subscribe and hit the ring-a-ling-ding-a-ling flim-flam or something. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, and also for some reason it's not showing up in yours, but I saw like some channels are now getting the ability to gift memberships as well. So I think YouTube is starting to flex on Twitch a little bit.
Oh, there you go. I saw that happen in Az's stream before. I thought it was just a general thing. I haven't checked it out myself yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me do a little reload here. Yeah, where's my gift?
You'll get it when you finish your call.
Yeah. It's Mubel's birthday. Say happy birthday to Longman. You guys should. It is Mubel's long birthday indeed. Indeed. Oh my god, the CGI on the store sign. Yeah, it was pretty obvious. That was pretty obvious. Oh no, what are you doing to the super chat? You're doing it in the what? No. What? Hang on. It's not showing them properly. It's cutting them off.
Tonight.
I'm sad now, thanks, Metal. I'm sorry.
I can make you sadder.
Why is it doing that? Hang on, I think I can do this. That should work. I think I. Oh man,
Freemasons are
I'm
stealing
so
our
good.
diamonds.
We're watching a superhero law show in which they repealed the one law specific to superheroes, which you'll learn to law on a farm. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Oh, it's Metal's birthday. Happy birthday, Mootle. No, thanks, man. No, watch Cyberpunk after this shit show. How dare you take so long? I'm gonna watch Edge Runners soon enough. You bigot. Oh man. Anyway, I think that's all of them. Chatteroonies of the supers. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships as well. I appreciate it. This was infuriating but also fun. Thanks for joining me, Meme. Anything going on? You're doing a little gay stream next week, right?
Yeah, so I've been writing up all my notes for my new variety show podcast, the Stream Repository. We'll be talking about all sorts of different things next week. AI, so all the DALL-E 2s and the stable diffusions, all the art bots and stuff, kind of just trying to look at that, like because it seems like the discourse is either like everyone's creaming over it or everyone's like shitting themselves and calling it the apocalypse. And I just wanted to, strike something a little bit in the middle so that we can all just calm the fuck down. But we also got like I'm thinking about maybe covering the Terminator Transformers crossover that just ended because that seems like, well, it's on theme, but also it just seems like, oh, how the hell did you do that? We got other stuff like talking about how the trying to explain the Flash movie to someone before the DCEU was even a twinkle in Warner Brothers' eye, and we got some stuff like talking about ADHD as well. We got all kinds of things in there. We even talk about lions and tigers at one point. It's gonna be a fun ride. So if you wanna, if it sounds like a good time to you, yeah, we'll tune in to the stream repository next week. I'm still deciding an exact date, but tune in. Keep an eye on the Twitters. I'll be doing announcements. It's gonna be good.
Awesome. Links in the description. Go click them, or I will find you.
Yeah.
And I will
It'll
not
be airing on
bring
the-
beers.
Yeah, and I'll be airing it on the meme repository channel because that's my biggest channel, and then I'll be putting the edited down VOD on the stream repository channel, and there'll also be a little after show afterwards where it's just playing games and stuff, and that will be that'll kind of just be like the fun decompress where I can do more audience interaction than the main thing.
Nice. Very
yeah.
good. Very good. Sounds great. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's that for today. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been fun. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Rings of Power. Woo! I don't know when exactly that's gonna go live, but I'll let you all know. Probably gonna be in the evenings. But yeah.
Yeah,
Catch
sounds like
you all then. Goodbye.
Come shot.
Oh,
Oh man, it is